Welcome to Trash Party Aftermath. I'm Justin.
I'm Chris.
Okay. You seem to think it's pretty funny that my wife thinks I need therapy. Why is that so funny?
I just want to know what kind of therapy she's thinking.
She's just thinking, like, you need to talk to somebody.
Like the talk kind, like you lay on a couch and
I think so.
talk, or like...
I don't really...
There's lots of therapy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what she means, but I think I can use this as therapy, so I think that's just enough. She's like, you need a Sunday. Like, okay. Okay, bitch. You need to step off.
You need to back off. I have problems, okay?
I don't talk to her that way. But what kind of brought that up is because you get together every week with your family.
Yeah.
And I do not. And do you think that's good for you?
I don't really talk. I just show up and eat.
See, I don't really, like, talk to anybody besides you and Jen and then my work people.
That's pretty much it for me.
But,
other than, like, random dinners with my parents, which is like an hour.
I avoid family. You don't seem to do that.
Mine live 3 minutes away.
Yeah.
Or they're in Arkansas.
Mine are a state away and then an hour away in every direction. But you get breakfast every week. Where did you go today?
Sirloin stock.
Sirloin? All you can eat steak breakfast buffet.
Fuck
5,000.
Yeah. Steak and eggs.
Yeah.
Best.
But your grandpa's still around. See, I don't have grandparents either, so that changes.
I've only got one set of grandparents left.
Well, my grandma's still alive, but she's in like an assisted living thing, so I don't really get to see her but on Christmas.
It's the best time.
It's a great way to start out. It's real sad. But,
she could be doing yoga right now.
Yeah. Oh, no. You said your grandpa was on the roof?
Yeah.
Explain.
Just cleaning out some gutters and painting.
He's 95. 96. See,
he still goes outside and cleans gutters and climbs ladders and paints roofs and all the other shit.
I hope that when I'm 96 I'll be on a roof somewhere.
I hope I'm moving at 96 and not in a chair. Running around with some weird disease and broken legs and some other shit.
Missing feet. You said you caught Rudy off of the roof. Your dad.
Yes.
You guys were working on the porch?
You've never saved anyone before?
And you saved a man's life, and it was your father?
Yeah, just pretty much slipped off a ladder and kind of caught him.
Tackled him into... Like you broke his fall, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, that more or less broke his fall.
A guided fall instead of bashing heads and body parts off of things.
Let me let you down gently. But your grandpa was on the roof.
Yep.
But he didn't fall.
No, he was just sitting on the roof cleaning out the gutters.
Like, what?
Mid-March and
you're
96 years old.
Yeah. But Jen says I need therapy, so... Maybe I should go see your grandparents.
They would feed you.
Talk to some old people.
And they have a puppy.
Ooh. I've been scrapbooking. That's something, right?
How'd that go for you last night?
It's okay. It's kind of depressing because I used to write down everything, but then I wrote down things that like I don't want to read now.
So now you're reading and it's like, ooh,
it's like,
that was a bad idea.
I'm not here in this place anymore, so... But it's fun otherwise, like, because there's like drawings and stupid little notes that I wrote, and I like those, but, like, besides, like, I don't know, I've been crumpling up some of the notes. I'm done with this. I've been crumpling up some of the notes because I
just don't want to reread them for a third time, like, oh god.
Like, I saved them so that I could do something like this, but, like...
Then you didn't realize how dark it was going to get?
Yeah, and it's like, maybe I don't want that in my life anymore, so I threw it away. Because otherwise I wouldn't have saved it.
What about the notes you hid at my mom's house?
Yeah. I must have used to carry Post-it notes around all the time. Because there's a lot of Post-it notes in there. Like, some of the sheets I just fill up with Post-it notes. And when me and David went to Chicago, I must have had a pad of them. And then I would just write down things that were happening in the day. And then I'd write down the time. Like, that's pretty funny. I could bring that. We could go over that. Like...
Why didn't you just use, like,
a notepad?
Like, even if it was, like, one of the little square ones or something. Why did it have to be sticky notes?
Well, they're all together. I left them on
like on the pad?
Yeah, I would just like flip them up and then write on them.
I was gonna say, what are you sticking all these sticky notes on?
Yeah, I would just I kept them in the pad. I wrote down some funny stuff, like not funny, but when we went up to Chicago, did I ever tell you about that? Like,
I've heard a couple of times of you going to Chicago.
Know, we were 17, and then we were just walking around the city by ourselves.
I don't know if I heard this.
Yeah, like, well, David's parents had friends up there, so then his parents went to visit those friends, and then...
Good luck, you're on your own, bye!
Kind of. We were riding the train at 17, and then just, like, riding around the city, and, like, going to Millennium Park and Navy Pier by ourselves. I'm like... I think I had it written down, like, this is so-and-so's phone number if you need him. That's my first Post-it note. Is like,
if I die, here's a number.
This is one of the adult phone numbers. But, I remember we were on the train, and I wasn't ready for it, but people ask for money up there everywhere you go.
That's pretty much any
and
big
like
city.
This, like, young city girl came up to us. She's probably, like, 13, and she's like, I need money for my school's basketball team. And then she had, like, this piece of paper that had, like, a poem on it. So I'm supposed to, like, read the poem and be like, oh, thanks. Here's $1. And I did. I gave her the money because I didn't know. I wasn't ready for it.
And she bought meth.
And then I think on one of the Post notes it said, I got swindled out of $1. David was like, don't do that anymore. And I had a lot of money in my wallet. So, like, I opened my wallet, I'm sure, and she could have just grabbed my wallet and punched me. That was fun. I don't know. I'd like to do that again.
I wouldn't mind riding the train to Chicago and just...
zipping around the city. See, I'd worried I'd wind up in, like, the wrong place. Guys with chains and stuff whipping me.
Jesus.
I don't know, yeah. Ignore that.
Ignore that stuff. Just don't get off the train.
Gravel roads and farmlights. Take me home tonight. But I like all the small towns. Like, I like driving around and going to these shithole towns. Like, last night you were like, if we keep going that, or we're in the small town of Northport or some shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just like...
It's like a group of houses just north of town.
There's
like
tons of those around here.
Like 20 houses, nothing in it.
And I'm guessing it was because it was like coal mine times. Like, they just built little, what they call water towns. Like, there's a ton out near Victoria because there were all the coal mines and stuff. Like, little...
like 5 houses and that's it.
A name. I like that though. And like on maps, it still shows all these towns, but they're
you get to zoom in like extremely far on Google Maps to see some of them.
I have a big list of them, and I want to go to them. Table Grove, that's one. We're just gonna list towns. Terre Haute.
Yeah, I think you went through
that's
there.
That's a legitimate one. That has a water tower though, right?
I think it had a water tower.
You kept calling it Terra Nova, so I kept thinking there were dinosaurs.
Might be.
But I don't know, I like...
God, there was a bunch that you wanted to go to.
Yeah, I have a lot. And like, country cemeteries, I like those too.
Oh, country cemeteries would be the weird ones.
Yeah, that's cool though. Like,
where it's like, oh, there's like 5 graves here, and a random night guy with a hatchet in the background.
What? Yeah. Well, there's the one that's, north of town? That's the research hospital cemetery.
Oh, yes, the old research lab.
Yeah, I like that one too. Because our town had like an old research hospital, which was like sort of doubled as like it was a mental institution, right?
Yeah, / stuff to do with World War.
Yeah, and it was experimental and stuff. And I found out recently that they had done like sort of like electroshock on the brain kind of stuff, and people died. But there's a cemetery, and that's where they buried them all. But it's called the... Is it called, like, the Research Cemetery?
Yeah, it had something along those lines, but I think there was another word in there.
It's like a
something research.
But it's cool. I don't know. It's freaky. We should walk... I wonder what names are on the things. I wonder if there's any... Are they just unmarked graves? No, they'd have to have names on them, I would think.
Project 1.
Yeah, that's... Oh, that would be
1937.
Awesome. Project X.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be
not cool. Charles Xavier. Why is he out there?
That would be cool. I don't know, I like that though. My dream is to just be driving. Well, we've done it. Like, I've been with Jen, and then there's a sign that's like, cemetery to the left, and I'm like, can we go? And then she turns the car around and we go down there, and it's always like a steep hill. And
oh, boy, you know about steep hills.
Yeah.
On another one of our nightly drives through southern Illinois.
That's what I thought was going to happen last night. When we were in southern Illinois a few weeks ago, we were in a town and we were just trying to turn around,
Illinois?
right? We were just trying to make a turn. So you'd turn, like, make 2 right turns.
We had to get, like, around a block or something because we made a wrong turn.
So Chris turns down Denny Avenue on this street, and
you can't even see the bottom of the hill. It's so steep.
Bottom of the hill, and we were like, whoa, and braked and backed up. I thought that was going to happen last night for sure, down some of those roads we were on that are like a wagon trail.
Yeah, where there's like literally 2 tire tracks and that's it.
There was one last night that was a dirt trail, and you didn't have the balls to go.
No, the old little Scion ain't gonna go down no dirt road.
We need to get that big red truck back. You said you've had some adventures in that.
Yeah, just driving around in the country.
Same type of situation. We should do it during the day. I don't know why we decide to do it at night.
Why do we always got to do it when it's dark as fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Need to do that more during the day. That's one of my favorite things. I don't think people appreciate that. They always like, the Midwest is boring, but it's like you have all this, like a vast nothingness you can just drive through. I don't know. I like it. I kind of like that's one of the things I do like about the Midwest. Then you showed me last night. You're like, a lot of people don't know about this, and you took me down a road, and there was like a
rich people trailer park.
Well, what was fucked is there were 3 cars behind us suddenly.
Yeah.
And then they all pulled into that trailer court. And then we keep going, and then there's the...
It's like, oh, look, here's the poop factory.
the public water waste management system. Which I didn't even know where that was. Speaking of weird stuff, do you remember that time we were... in that cemetery looking for that grave with Brandon? Because he had told us about... There's a grave that apparently in our town, and it says, death by a werewolf. Do you remember that? Had you ever heard that?
Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Well, we have the internet now.
Yeah, there's like apparently, because in middle school, I think they had gone out to the cemetery, and maybe somebody had come across a grave that said, like...
I think every school did that, at least around here. Because didn't we do it for school, too? Went to the cemetery and, like, researched people or something?
Maybe took
had to pick one and research
and
it.
And put a piece of paper and crayon.
Yeah, where you could...
kind of thing.
Like, tracing or whatever.
But our friend told us that in their town... There's a grave that says death by werewolf or something like that. Or there's a mention of a werewolf on the grave. And he remembers it from when he was a kid. And I've since tried to research it, but I can't find it. But we went out there looking for it. And it was fun because it was just like, maybe you weren't there?
I don't know.
I mean, it was me, him, and I think David. At least the 3 of us. And, but before long... Other people started, texting, and they're like, where are you guys at? And it's like, oh, we're out at the cemetery. And then suddenly there's like 10 people in the cemetery, and someone brought a sandwich. It was, that turned into like, oh, we're just hanging out now. And then kind of got ruined. So we never really got a chance to look for it. I'd like to go back and kind of, it's
walk
the one that's
day
under that overpass now
on Academy Street in Maine.
It's like across from the Mobile or the Casey's.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Apparently, it's in there because that's an older one too. Well, a lot of cemeteries.
You can go one day at noon or something and walk around in the daylight, and
I always feel uncomfortable in cemeteries, like I'm doing something wrong. Like
if it's during the daylight,
as long as I don't have a shovel
or a pickaxe.
Yeah, then it doesn't look too bad. But we should go. Yeah, we should do that. I don't know. I've tried to, like I said, I've tried to look it up since, but can't seem to find anything.
Death by werewolf in Knox County.
Look, that sounds so cool, but
or is this werewolf still around?
I don't even know. Like the way he made it sound is it was from like Victorian era, where like there was a lot of paranoia about werewolves and vampires and stuff. So witches and shit, like supernatural stuff. So it makes sense that there would be some sort of like mention of that, or it could all just be bullshit.
Or you just got mauled by a dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I like all those like, I don't know, those slightly supernatural little legends around, but they're kind of few and far between here. But yeah, we never did find it that day.
There's a lot of little legends hidden throughout the temples of Knox County.
The temples. Like, these underground passageways under the city that apparently exist.
Between Galesburg and Knoxville.
Yeah. Well, underneath where my wife went to, cosmetology school?
Yeah.
Downtown. I don't know if they were excavating, or they were doing some sort of work underground I don't know if they were renovating or what was going on, but they went down and there's apparently a tunnel that, not a sewer tunnel, but just sort of tunnels downtown that go from place to place, and I don't know if they were going to shut it off, like block it off, but nobody wanted to go down there, I guess, because it might have gone across the road to the other side of the street. I don't know, because it's an old town. I don't know.
I know ones that go from the county courthouse that go out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. See,
I don't know out to where, but
Knights Templar kind of shit. Or not, or it's just
or an escape route in case something happens.
Yeah, it could be that. I don't know. I like that though. I like that idea.
Or there's another village underneath ours.
You've always told me that there's passageways under our town. I have a lot of those books that are like such and such of the unexplained shit, Unsolved Mysteries. I have one it's just called Unsolved Mysteries, not like the TV show. You ever watch that?
No.
The old one? Never? In the 90s?
I don't have.
Oh my god, Unsolved
cable.
Mysteries. You had cable. You used to. As a
There
kid.
was a video game.
You never sat around and watched Unsolved Mysteries and Rescue 911?
The fuck is that?
You never seen Rescue 911?
No, I have not, sir.
Well, they would just take like dramatic 911 calls and events that happened to paramedics, and they would dramatize them and reenact them. Oh, it was awesome.
No, I must not have that channel.
No.
Is that the True TV channel?
There's something, I think it was just on regular ass TV. There was something unsettling about it. It just kind of made you feel nervous. Like, will these things happen to me?
I hope.
And Unsolved Mysteries was always just like murders at cold cases, and then sometimes they would do supernatural creatures like Bigfoots and stuff. But then like the werewolf thing would be on there if it actually happened. But there's a weird thing on one of those Unsolved Mysteries Jen was watching as a kid, and I think she's whatever it was on the Unsolved Mysteries, it kind of looked like a Cousin It, kind of a hair creature,
Just
right?
running around.
No, the
Yeah.
hair, yeah, not the hand. That's the thing. It's from Addams Family. Not Uncle Fester. I think I have an Uncle Fester. No, I don't. But the hair thing. Apparently one of those appeared to somebody, like when they were sleeping, like it came into their room, into their house, into their door.
God.
Yeah, fucked up.
Just a big ass ball of hair just hanging out.
They have a name, and I've looked it up. I found what those are called, like these hairless. They're hairless.
Yeah, I don't think they're hairless.
These giant hairy things. But so Jen sees the Unsolved Mysteries when she's a kid, and then one day her and her mom are out for a walk, like in Oneida, in our town, one of our towns, and somebody is like throwing rocks at them, and that's one of the telltale signs of this creature. Like I guess it plays tricks and shit like that. Anyway, someone's throwing rocks at her and her mom, and they look up, and her mom thinks it's like just kids, but then Jen looks up onto like the top of one of the buildings that are in the town, and she sees that thing.
The hair.
Yeah,
thing.
the hair creature. She was a kid, and maybe it could have been her imagination, but she thinks she saw the thing from Unsolved Mysteries. So.
The thing from.
And I think they were trying to explain in the episode that it was either an alien or I don't know, some kind of cryptozoological creature. But yeah, so that was her little adventure with that.
Grandpa that forgot to shave for 90 years.
No, it sounds scary, man. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. I tracked down what they're called, but I can never find the episode of Unsolved Mysteries because it's all on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So me and Jen were just going to watch through
all of it.
Yeah.
Until you found it.
Until we found it. But I think we found something else we liked more, and then we stopped watching. We got like...
Could be Game Grumps.
It was Game Grumps, yeah.
You're welcome.
It's always something, like, I always tell myself, like, I'm going to watch through this season, and then... Or this whole series, and then find myself watching something else. I have attention deficit disorder. Do you have a bucket list?
Not a great one, but I got a few things.
Are there a few things you want to do before you die? That's all I'm asking. I just want to know.
Not a lot, but there's some things on there.
Yeah?
I add and remove a lot, I've noticed in life.
What I always think is, like, I just want to have a house.
Yeah, you're getting
and
there,
be comfortable. You already have a house, so what else do you need?
There's a lot of work with a house.
I mean, you're like, as long as you get your living situation down, and you don't have black mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upkeep is a bitch.
What?
That's the thing that...
All I want to keep is a bitch.
No, that's by far the worst part.
Just
I think
like
upkeep.
I've always kind of thought it's bullshit. Because, I mean, there's stuff that I want to do, obviously, but...
There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do.
Like what, though?
Like, I wouldn't mind seeing, like, Europe or Japan
Europe?
before I die.
Yeah, I could do that. That'd be fun. But, I mean, that's not, like... Yeah.
That's why I said my bucket list is just, like, mainly things I want to see or go.
Yeah.
It's not so much like, I got a bucket list. I need to own a Little Caesars franchise or something.
Or, like, I need to become a NBA basketball player.
Yeah.
I don't think those things are going to happen. Those are more just, like, childhood dreams, which I'm never going to be a paleontologist, I don't think. I think I've missed the boat. I'm never say never, but I don't think I'm going to research dinosaurs like I wanted to when I was 10.
Yeah, I never got that hardcore into my bucket list.
It's not really a bucket list.
All things you wanted to do.
Yeah. But I think of things like month to month that I want to do.
Just break it down into
because I don't
categories
want to
or
drop
whatever.
dead with a giant list of things I didn't do.
Yeah.
I'd rather like make it attainable month to month or season to season. I just want to have a good summer, man. Living the yearbook dream.
So what else is on that big old bucket list?
I don't really have one. I was hoping to like make fun of yours.
No, mine's just mainly wanting to go places.
Yeah, like not
see things.
Skydive. No.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't like planning too far ahead because it could just drop dead tomorrow. Then the people I plan stuff with are sad.
Like, that fucker died. He copped out early on us.
He just died.
What a weak bitch. He fucking copped out.
Am I saying that, like, I can't... I don't know. The older I get, it's more like, let's just do things that are realistic. And I'll be happy with it, because I'm happy.
I don't... Truthfully, I don't think New Jersey was realistic for you. It took a little...
No,
like,
it didn't.
You're like, I don't know, and then it was a lot of me like, okay, I'll drive, we'll be okay.
No.
I kind of got a new car.
Well, so
It'll
it was
work.
just like, booking the hotel's a bitch, and I hate doing that. But that was easy.
Yeah, we're pretty much taken care of.
Everything's planned out, I think. So our bucket list is New Jersey.
Art.
And have a good summer. Have a happy summer. Yeah.
We got a lot of wrestling this year.
Yeah. See? You guys are keeping me keeping my head up.
Yeah, wrestling,
keeping me happy.
comics, New Jersey.
So that I don't need therapy. Wrestling will be my therapy. I do miss wrestling, though. You find that you just...
It's been a while.
I know.
It's been like Valentine's Day weekend.
It's just been...
It's been a month.
It's been about a month.
We still got 2.5 weeks for the next...
And I really just want to go and see people slam into mats.
Not so much the people.
No. Yeah, that's one thing about going to local wrestling is it's just... The people are just garbage. Some of them are great, and and we've met some people that are cool, but the locals who live in the town that the wrestling takes place in, how many people do you think live in that town?
Oh, maybe 1,000.
1,000, maybe.
Approximately somewhere around 1,000.
And you can tell some of them just walk to the...
Like, their parents are like, here's $20, take your siblings.
Because we go to a local wedding hall, pretty much.
Yeah.
In Iowa, to this tiny wrestling event. And how many people do you think... I can never get a good read of how many people are there. Maybe 100?
Couple hundred, maybe.
Couple hundred. But you can tell some of the people who live in the town just walk up.
Yeah. Because they're like in sweatpants. And
they're already drunk, and...
Yeah.
It's just... But it creates a weird dynamic with everyone there, and everyone's kind of racist, and...
It's like...
It's kind of white
There's
trash.
a lot of AC/DC.
Yeah. I mean, to call local wrestling white trash. But the event is great, and, like, the people putting it on are good, but it's just some of the patrons are
iffy.
Undesirable. Yeah.
Like, there's no respect
Yeah.
for
They're kind of
like
assholes.
the craft of.
Yeah.
I know it's, you know it's not
No.
real and fake. It's just it still takes a talent
Yeah.
to do this.
And you should respect it. You shouldn't be a dickhead. And a lot of
shouldn't
them
be
are.
chanting cuss words at wrestlers.
Just local kids who are wrestling, yeah.
Or it's like, okay,
Just
these people are trying to fulfill their bucket list.
Yeah, and they're doing
of
a thing.
doing bigger, better wrestling places, and
some of them travel a lot. I'm really impressed with some of the traveling that they do. So they're working hard and to come to like this tiny shithole town and have the locals yell at you.
Yeah.
I guess it's all part of the game, but
it's got to wear on them,
Yeah.
I would guess.
okay.
It would on me.
Yeah.
It does on me watching them
I know.
heckle them.
Oh, it's so hard going in there sometimes.
Where it's just like, just calm down, man.
And before the show, we have to wait in this tiny little vestibule entryway with all the people that we hate at the wrestling, and it's this small area. Thankfully, we've tucked ourselves down into a little hallway, and we don't have to stand around the people.
With like the 5 people that we know and are alright people.
Yeah, that come from out of town like us. So,
Like, yeah, even farther than us.
Yeah, so that's okay. And last time we were talking to the girls and we were making fun of the locals, which is fun. That's my favorite thing to do, is to make fun of idiots. And then undoubtedly somebody in that tiny room rips ass, and
Or just stinks.
I have to just sit there and smell it.
Yeah. It's too much like unclean dude / woman in a
Tiny room.
20 by 20 room.
The event that we go to, it's partially put on by a major professional wrestler and his partner, and so it's kind of fun. Like, we have that little cachet to our local event, which kind of legitimizes it, I think, more than other places. Yeah.
But yes, a lot of Comic-Cons
So
on this bucket list
we got a
and
good
wrestling.
year. I shouldn't be so sad, right?
No, it should be good.
I'm not that sad.
Good.
It's just
Got some
turning...
new friends to come hang out with you this coming weekend.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Maybe some early St. Patrick's Day drinking to loosen you up a little bit.
I wasn't interested in how excited Jen was about day drinking
On a Saturday.
She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
We should go to the German place.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because they have a huge parade up there Saturday.
I know they do. Like, the
like-
local radio station, Dwyer Michaels, they always cover it.
Yeah, it's like 2 states, because I think it starts in like Illinois and goes up over the river and then goes through downtown Davenport.
I'd like to, yeah, we should do some for... I've never really given a shit about St. Patrick's Day. What day is it on?
Saturday.
They do it on a Saturday. Is it always on Saturday?
No, it's on Saturday this year.
That's going to be fun.
It's usually on like, I think last year was like a Wednesday or
Middle of the
Thursday.
week.
Where it's just like, oh, I don't want to do this, and then wake up for work.
Yeah. We should... That'll be fun. We should do that. So it'll be a good year. It'll be a good year for us. 2018, the year we turn 30. We're going to probably do... We'll be driving the furthest I've ever gone from home, probably. As an adult driving person.
That's like the farthest I've been from home, period, I want to say.
Have you, you never been to Florida or anything?
Mm-mm.
See, I went to Florida.
I've been to like states that touch ours.
Okay.
And maybe Minnesota, because I don't think it touches Illinois.
No.
But, like, just the ones that are in the immediate, like, touching distance.
Touching. We went to Florida when I was 8. So, but, like, when you just drive through Tennessee and Kentucky and shit, it's not...
Or it's like 3 hours per state, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
gone, another
It's,
one.
like, not the most interesting thing. Like, I remember the Appalachian Mountains. They were kind of cool. Smoky Mountains. So it was fun. Crossing the state line. Sounds like another country song. So you want to talk about Kevin Smith?
That's how we're starting this,
Yeah.
huh? There's always time for Kevin Smith.
There's always time to talk about it. Because we're going to New Jersey, right?
Yes, confirmed.
Confirmed. The hotel's booked. The car's ready. The food's loaded.
I'm on vacation.
The what?
I've already got that week off for vacation.
Yeah, it took all the arrangements have been made, so we're gonna
It's
go.
pretty
to New
much
Jersey.
happening.
We're gonna drive nonstop. A lot of jet alert. A lot of cocaine. but we're gonna get there.
It's only 940 miles.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Couple fill-ups.
Yeah, it'd be four or five of them.
It'll be good. But we'll go to the comic book store, obviously, the stash, secret stash, and then the quick stop, and then you want to go to the Chasing Amy.
There's a swing set that's in the same town. Since you're going to be within like 5 minutes of it, don't know why.
I'm excited to go to the beach.
Your wife's going to Jersey Shore.
Yeah, we'll go to the boardwalk, or I don't know what they have out there. We'll find out. But
I know I'm going to be doing some fist pumping with some Guidos.
The reason is Kevin Smith, right? That's the reason why we're going?
Yes.
Because he created a world.
That I don't really want to leave that world.
No, I just want to live in Clerks, I think. That's mostly... That's what I love about that movie. It's just, it creates such a small, contained, little space. I think that's why I want to go to the store too. Just, I don't know, just be in.
Gonna pack of smokes when you're there.
Pack of smokes and some Gatorade. Yeah. Can I get some cigarettes? Yeah, that'll be fun. Play hockey on the roof.
Some Truly's gum.
Truly's gum. Yeah. That's what I really like about that movie, and Mallrats too, because it's over the course of one day.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've always loved. Like when me and David write anything, like when we wrote our little screenplay when we were 12. That's what, it's like 100 pages. I wrote a 100-page screenplay when I was 12. Maybe 12, maybe 13. Maybe 13, I don't know. But it's over the course of one day. Like, it's just one day. And that's what I kind of...
shit that happens to everyone.
I modeled it after Clerks. We did. I always wanted to do something like that, but he's been like a big influence on the way that I've written and think and stuff, and kind of getting into comics and stuff. I remember buying the Clerks trade paperback. I think I've had that since high school. The collected. It collects all the comics. That's what kind of got me into comics a little bit, reading them.
Would you sell your comics to make a movie?
Oh.
That's the true Kevin Smith question.
I know, because he sold comics to make the movie, but then he made enough money to, I think, buy a lot of his comics back, so...
Like they're on loan. Like, hey, I'll be back in a year.
If I can be guaranteed to do that...
To get your comics back within a year?
Back? No, I don't know. That's a big risk. I'm not 20 years old. I'm not 20 years old anymore. What would you do to make a movie? What would you sell? My body, mostly.
Hit the corner, do some hooking.
I don't think I would do that, but he took a big risk, and I commend him for that. And like, I'm more like, it's too scary. It's too scary for me. I'm just not that kind of person, and I admire someone who is, so they can make art, so that I can enjoy it and stuff. But what are you most excited about?
Just getting away.
Getting away. Yeah. Seeing Ohio again. Have you
heard
been
they're
to Ohio?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
I heard they're for lovers.
Yeah, Ohio is for lovers, they say. I've been to Ohio. Oh, I had an aunt and uncle that lived there. But again, I was under 10 since the last time I've been to Ohio. We went to that giant theme park there, that Cedar Point.
I just wanted to go to the Drew Carey household. You fancy people around there.
Yeah, I wonder what Cleveland is like.
Bet you it rocks.
Yeah. Heard that.
I'm more excited for the food.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm honestly just gonna eat my way through. You have to get, like, on the way back, you notice, like, the car's not getting quite as good gas mileage on the way back.
We all gained like 10 pounds.
We all gained 10. That would probably happen. No, I'm excited to walk into the quick stop. That'll be like, how many years in the making? When did you first see Clerks? 13, 14? I might have been 14.
One Clerks 2 come out?
06.
I remember first seeing that. Clerks 2 was the first one I seen.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I saw Jane Silent Bob Strike Back in 8th grade, and then...
Did I have that one for... Yeah, it had to be.
You saw that one first.
It would have to be Jane Silent Bob, because I still got my original DVD.
Because we're obviously younger than Kevin, so, like, when Clerks came out, we were 6.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't see it when
there was no way that was going to ever happen.
And I was aware of Mallrats, but I saw, I think... Jane and Silent Bob Strike Back got the big wide release, and I think somebody talked about it enough that I think we rented it or something, and I watched that, and I was like, okay, what are all these things they're referencing? And then internet started digging, finding out discovered Mallrats. I watched Mallrats 100 times, and then I watched Clerks. I went backwards. With it. I think I saw Dogma on TV.
Yeah, I remember seeing Clerks 2, Dogma, and Chasing Amy, I think, on Comedy Central.
And then I found Vulgar. Have you ever seen Vulgar? Brian Johnson made it. It's about a clown. Brian O'Halloran from Clerks.
Yeah.
He plays a clown who's not doing very well in the clown business, so he starts to do adult parties. Like raunchy adult clown parties. And then he goes to one of the gigs, and he gets gang raped by 3...
Other clowns?
No, guys. They might be mobsters. I don't know. So then, it's a fucked up movie, but obviously Brian Johnson made it. It's really good. I think Kevin produced it. I think it gets a bad rap, but I think fans of the universe like it. Then the clown, he gets like revenge. I think he goes and buys a gun from J Muse, and it's this whole thing. It's pretty, we should watch it. We should watch it. I should find a copy of Vulgar. I remember watching that. I found that at the video store. I found that at the video store in Galesburg.
Like Family Video?
Yeah. I found a copy of Vulgar at Family Video in Galesburg, and I don't know why they had it, but I was kind of happy they did. I sat in my basement and watched it alone. that was most of my experiences, like discovering Kevin Smith movies, just watching it alone in my basement. It gave me a neat perspective watching Clerks. I really started to like that world, but now we get to see it firsthand.
Yeah. Only if we could make our life black and white.
Yeah. So, that's our spring.
Yeah.
Right, it'll be a good time. And it'll be fun.
Then summer, we got like
what's going on
2 Comic-Cons.
Oh, yeah.
There's that one we spoke of earlier at the Tax Letter Center in June. There's that Mellow Blue one is in July.
I'm sure we can find more. And then I want to get to that comic shop in Bloomington, that Graham Cracker.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah,
or even if we went to Chicago and spent a day going to all comic book stores.
Oh, that'd be fun. See, I don't need therapy. This is
and
therapy.
some deep dish pizza.
I'm happy. Yeah, deep dish pizza. See? I don't need therapy, Jen. I'm happy. Cleansed. I guess that's all I have for this time. I'm Chris. See, I really
I'm Justin.
And we are the same person. I really don't have a sign off, so just keep it trashy.